Praise be to Jesus. Good morning, friends. Today, the second Friday of Apostles. Gospel reading is Mark chapter 10, verses 23 to 31. The rich young man who came to Jesus to follow him went away sad when he was asked to renounce all his possessions. Then Jesus looked around and said to his disciples, "How hard it will be for those who have wealth to enter the kingdom of God." Verses 23 and 24. When they were wondering at his saying, Jesus made it clearer. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for someone who is rich to enter the kingdom of God. Verse 25. Matter overpowers spirit. A rich person becomes possessive and attached to the possessions, or he is possessed by his riches. There is a story of a king and a sannyasin. King and the sannyasin were seated under the shade of a tree in the garden of the palace. A discourse on renunciation by the sannyasin was going on. All on a sudden, the palace caught fire. Smoke was rising, and people were running up and down. Fire tenders were brought in. The king sat down there coolly watching the things that were going on. The sannyasin got up immediately and ran to the palace because he had left his thaili, the bag, there. Who was rich and possessive, the king or the sannyasin? The disciples asked Jesus, "Then who can be saved?" Jesus answered, "For mortals it is impossible, but not for God. Even when riches are around, God can free us from being possessive. Lord, liberate us from the slavery of material possessions and greed, that our hearts may soar up to you and remain with you. Amen."